absolutely wonderful morning, Horace, and welcome to today's segment of Beach Grove Student News. I'm Juliet Kaufman.
And I'm Anna Marie Passianos. Today we will be taking a look at e-learning, Disney Plus, Operation Bright Christmas, and as always, sports.
But first, here's Jordan with your weekly weather forecast.
Good morning, Hornets, and welcome back for your weekly weather. Today we'll have a high of 42 and a low of 32 with a 0% chance of rain. Tuesday we'll have a high of 47 and a low of 34 with a 40% chance of rain. And Wednesday we'll have a high of 52 and a low of 39 with a 10% chance of rain. That's all for your weekly weather. Back to Julia and Anna Marie at the desk.
Today marks show week for Into the Woods. Our whole cast has been working so hard to make a wonderful show for you all. Show dates are this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, all at 7 p.m. Make sure to show up and support your BG players. I promise you did not want to miss it. Anne-Marie, tomorrow is e-learning day.
It sure is, Juliet, and our very own Jaden Petty went out and got more. Let's check it out.
As most of you here at Beach Grove High School know, tomorrow will be an e-learning day for the school. Tomorrow will be an all-block day. If you need any more information, contact your teachers.
I spoke with math teacher Mrs. Land on her thoughts on e-learning day. Here she is with more.
I think for math it provides a really nice day to review old material so that it stays fresh with the students, especially at the end of the semester to get ready for the finals.
Thank you. As you can see, students aren't the only people who think it is an important day to take off and recuperate your brain. I then spoke with junior Anthony Mathis on how important he feels e-learning day is for students. Here he is with more.
No, I feel like they're important, but I kind of rather have the day off and then make it up later, just because I like just having the full day off to do what I want instead of having to worry about schoolwork.
Thank you. Just a reminder, tomorrow will be an all-block day. Thank you all so much for tuning in. This has been Jaden Petty with Beach Grove Student News, signing off.
Making sure you are checking your email on a daily basis is important. Here's Alexis Whiteman with more info.
It's no text message, but checking your email on a daily basis can be pretty important. If you don't make checking your email as one of your daily routines, then you might miss an important message. Having a cluttered email is also just exhausting to look at. How to type out an email is something not everyone can get down as well. Depending on who you are sending it to, it is crucial. For example, say you're sending an email to HS Yearbook about yearbook sales. You want to make sure you have a subject so that when they are receiving the email that they know what it is about before they open it. You also want to have a nice little good morning or good afternoon, and then get right to the point of what you're wanting to know. During that portion, you want to make sure you are being formal, but also try to be a little friendly. Also, make sure before you send the email to check for any spelling or grammar errors. This has been Alexis Whiteman from Bgsn. Back to you guys.
Juliet, do you like Disney movies?
I love Disney movies. Why do you ask?
Because Jacob went out and got more on how you can watch them all.
As we all know, Disney came out with its very own version of Netflix called Disney Plus, having every single Disney princess movie, including Marvel movies. So I went out and talked to sophomore Raven Wiggins on her favorite show on Disney Plus and the pros.
My favorite show on Disney Plus is Wizards of Waverly Place right now, and I would say pro is you can basically watch anything you want, thankfully, so it's pretty cool.
I also asked her about the cons of Disney Plus and why not to buy it.
I would say a con on the Disney Plus is that you can't, like, it doesn't have the continue watching, which kind of sucks, because then you have to search it, and have to re-find it and everything.
That is all from me. I'm going to send it back to you ladies at the desk.
With the Christmas season quickly approaching, the Beach Grove community is starting to lend a helping hand. Here's Talia with more.
Good morning, Hornets. I'm Talia Penner with Beach Grove Student News, and today I'll be giving you some more information on Operation Bright Christmas. So as some of you may or may not know, Operation Bright Christmas is for the less fortunate students in our school, for their parents to be able to have a Christmas for them. With this form, you can fill out the information for each of your students in your family, and it can be any family in Beach Grove community. Some of the minor requirements are that students receive free or reduced lunch and attend Beach Grove City Schools. Also, the parent must return $5 along with the registration form. Here's Destiny Fisher with her opinion on Operation Bright Christmas.
My name's Destiny Fisher and I'm a senior.
Okay, so you know that Operation Bright Christmas is coming up. How would you feel if you were able to be helped by Operation Bright Christmas?
I would feel grateful because we have a program like that helping out the community.
I then asked her how she feels this helps the community come together.
I also believe that more schools should have this opportunity because it's a good bonding moment for all the community.
I also spoke with senior Tanner Mills to get his opinion on how he feels Operation Bright Christmas helps our community out.
2.
Alright, my name is Tanner Mills and I'm a senior.
Okay, so today I just wanted to ask you, how do you think it makes the students feel that we have something like Operation Bright Christmas happening?
Honestly, I think it's a really good idea because a lot of people don't have money during the Christmas times, and having that opportunity helps out with a lot of kids and families and all that stuff. So I personally support it with my full.
Also, Hornets, remember that Christmas is in 37 days, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. I'm Talia Penner with Beach Grove Student News.
Now let's toss it over to Jacob for sports.
Good morning, Hornets, and welcome back to sports. Beach Grove News. Lady Hornets basketball won against the Senior Memorial Crusaders. The next game will be against the Weekend Saints. The game will start at 7:30. Also, girls swimming will have their first meet against the Speedway Spark Plugs. This will be at home. The meet will start at 5:30. In NFL news, the New York Jets won 34-17 against the Washington Redskins. Also, our very own Indianapolis Colts won against the Jacksonville Jaguars 33-13. The Buffalo Bills beat the Miami Dolphins 37-20, as well as the Dallas Cowboys beat Lions 35-27. The biggest surprise was the Houston Texans lost very badly to the Baltimore Ravens 41-7. Football was last night, and it was the Los Angeles Rams versus the Chicago Bears. The Rams pulled out with the victory 7-7. Mitchell Trubisky had a great game last night, 24-43, 190 yards and 1 touchdown, but also threw 1 pick. David Montgomery led the rushing attack for the Bears with 14 carries for 31 yards. Also, Taylor Gabriel led the receiving for the Bears with 17 receptions for 57 yards. His average was 8.1 yards a catch. Todd Gurley had a monster game last night for the Rams, having 25 carries for 97 yards. Also, Jared Goff had a good game last night, completing 7 for 173 yards. Leading the receiving for the Rams was Josh Randall and Cooper Kupp. They both had 3 receptions, Randall for 55 yards and Kupp for 53 yards respectively. Last week, the talk of the NFL was the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Cleveland Browns game, as Myles Garrett and Mason Rudolph got into an altercation. The NFL decided that Myles Garrett will not play the rest of the season and will also not be paid. Also, NFL is looking at Mason Rudolph action in the altercation for a possible suspension. In college football news, for some teams it was a rivalry week. Michigan State faced number 15 Michigan. The Wolverines pulled out with a victory, 44-10. The number 14 team in the nation, Wisconsin Badgers, beat the Nebraska Cornhuskers 37-21. The 2 big ones this weekend was the Indiana Hoosiers faced off against the number 9 Penn State. Penn State pulled out a close one with the Hoosiers 34-27. The biggest game that happened in the Big Ten was number 8 Minnesota Golden Gophers faced off against is the team in the nation, The Hawkeyes beat the Gophers 23-19. This will shake up the college football landscape as the playoff rankings will come out tomorrow. The show will start at 7:30 or 7 p.m. That's all for sports. Back to you ladies at the desk.
Thanks, Jacob. That's all for today's edition of BGSN 10. I'm Anna Marie Passianos.
And I'm Juliet Kaufman. Have a marvelous Monday, Hornets.